So we got most everything done. Got the brakes bled. Cleaned up some of the chrome and everything. You can see I put those little, I always call it chrome trim stuff on here. Not the greatest stuff. I left this soft on purpose right here. What I've been doing is just going back and putting super glue in and sticking it. Not my favorite. Went around the tank, but the glue that's in it is not the greatest. There's a little bit of a close-up of the wheel. And down around the bottom. Overall, not bad. I spent, I think, $4 for 10 meters of it. So 30 feet. Not too bad. Oh yeah. Also went in, painted up the nuts and bolts. Both sides. Came out pretty good. Polished up the chrome. Cleaned up the little bit of brake fluid I spilled earlier. Still haven't rode it yet. What the hell? But no. Got the handlebars adjusted. Still need to clean the glass a little bit. The windshield's still got some water spots on it. And the back. I'd originally bought this thing. Bought it on eBay. Yeah, that's... I bought it for the lights. That was a mistake. Anyway, found this. It's an actual leather. Matches the seats. Studded even like the seats. Pass it in there as I drop all the stuff underneath. I could probably get 2 full helmets and maybe 2 gallons of milk in there. Has the leather straps, kind of like the original V-Star 1985 Tour Harley Davidson. And some of you probably recognize the Harley Davidson logo there. Otherwise it matched up otherwise except for that logo. I actually thought I was going to take them off, but you know what? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna leave them on there. And I do have it sitting on this towel because it's not bolted on. I've just got it sitting on a couple pieces of wood. Biggest issue is lifting this is supposed to have the backrest on here, and that would fit in there. If anyone's interested, it's a little dirty. It's actually sitting in a guy's garage up in the attic area. Don't know why. He took it off, never used it. It even came with the metal supports. Supposed to actually mount that behind the wheel onto the fender studs. This one and then that one. Only thing is, in my situation, that would stick way out into the body and I'd have to cut everything out, and I'm just not going to do that. Anyway, this is not supposed to be here. This should be moved up and the passenger use this for a backrest. But since I'm going to be mounting it to a fiberglass body that has no frame or structural support like this, I don't want no one leaning on this because they're just going to rip that fiberglass. It's going to be on the back, stick a helmet in it, that's about all it's for, show. I know that towel kind of, I'll stick that up there a little bit, maybe that'll make things look better. Not really. Anyway, got the door on, got the hinges, tail lights mounted. What I do is mount this on. I got some square tubing I'm going to use. Put it underneath, bolt this down to the top of the square tube, drill all the way through the body, put some big washers underneath. Wherever I put them. There they are. I got them here somewhere. But have these big giant fender washers underneath with a nut, and just bolt it all straight up into this, 2 on each side. More than enough to hold it on there. The whole thing weighs like 10 pounds. Throw a helmet or 2 in there and call it good. Plus I got the whole trunk for whatever. Trunk's probably 90% waterproof. You know, it's not a perfect seal around the door. I mean, if something hit it, you know, I sprayed it with a hose or something, water would get in. Just rain or driving down the road, I think it would fly off and not be an issue. But anyway, just thought I'd show you where I was at this point. I hopefully will be able to take it out this weekend and actually go for a ride. I have not as yet gone anywhere. I haven't even started it since I got the body on it yet. But except for the trunk, everything's done. It's ready to ride. Handlebars are set, mirrors are set, lights are all up and working. I still have to come back through like this. Like I said, I've just been putting super glue on it and then just sticking it back up in there. I don't know if you can see that real well in the camera or not. There's only been a couple spots I've found that it was loose. Everything else set good. I do plan on keeping an eye on it. Like I said, I think I spent like $4, $4.95 I think for 10 meters of it. It's not perfect, it's cheap. And if I had to put a little dab of super glue here and there on it, it's fine. Got both sides done. I don't know if you can see that all the way over in there. All the way around on it. Just enough to finish off those edges. Then I went all the way up in here and underneath and around and back. It's not one continuous piece. I tried, for instance, this part of the body, this here is almost a ½ inch thick. This wouldn't fit around that. So I didn't. So it's got the one around the bottom, and then from here up and around and over there is one piece. Around the tank is one piece. The fender I did split. There's one around the front, one around the front fender, one around the front, one around the back. And then did get a chance to go out shooting. Got a couple of 45 shells. Those of you out there know anything about the V-Star, the 45 bullet shell, you know what I'm doing next. Couple spares in case I screw up. But yeah, I've already bypassed the AIS, just the hose part. And then I'm going to take a grinder, cut these little parts off here, keep my clutch cable holder there, get rid of the chrome part, going up here to the AIS's, pop them all out, put the 45 bullet casings in, pound them in. That'll be done. I have started it, ran it. I think my video 18 didn't have the body yet, but I had it out running. I had fully planned taking it in, getting the carburetors rejetted. Yeah, I probably could have done it myself, but I planned on taking it in. There's no need. Yes, I put the Cobra shotgun exhaust on there. I changed that to a K&N filter, but kept the stock breather and housing. No backfire. No hesitation. I mean, it ran great. I think it did run better than stock. Stock mufflers, yeah, there they are. Still have them. Gotta get this stuff on Craigslist. That silly thing, I'm throwing it away. Somebody wants to let me know. Mufflers, tire, the original saddlebags, nice leather ones. They're studded like this. They're actually really nice. Less than 7,000 miles. The brackets that go under the fenders with them. Brake, yeah. Rear brake I still have. Rear axle. Oh, there's the other thing. Silly ass wires. I had to go buy a brake bleed kit. Let me see it down here. A Mighty Vac or Midi Vac, whatever you want to call it. Bled the back brakes. You guys all remember the issues I had with that. Started doing the front ones. Bled them out. Bled them out. Bled them out. Refilled it. Bled them out. Would not tighten up. They were worse than what the back brake was. So I watched a few YouTube videos. There we go. And they're about 1.25 inches out before they start grabbing. But I was pulling that handle all the way and couldn't bleed it out. Like, what the hell? So I went down, rented one of those midi vac brake bleeder things, did my front calipers, I had to do it twice on each side, brought them up where you see them, took it back, got to thinking, I was like, well, maybe if I do that to the back ones. So I stuck it on the back ones, put that vacuum line on there, sucked them up, and you can see that brake pedal's almost all the way to the top. Don't know why or what's different between this and a car, but you can't just bleed them by letting the air out, you know, just loosening that bleeder screw and let it bubble out. Does not work. First time ever I had to use a vacuum pump was on a motorcycle. And I think I picked it up at Harbor Freight. I want to say it was one of their little sale things. MV8000 version. Works great. People were telling me online that it's all plastic and buy the other version that was cheaper, that's metal. Well, I looked at that cheap version that was metal, and I think it was made out of a pop can. This one's metal. It's not plastic. You know, it's painted white, but it's metal. The tank's plastic, obviously. Comes with a ton of fittings. I have no idea what that's even for. Didn't need it, didn't care. But yeah, it came with everything you see there. I want to say I got it on sale. It was like $29. Yeah, it was $29 because I thought it was $24.99. It was actually $29.99. Anyway, hooked it up to the back brake. Didn't touch anything, just made sure the reservoir is full. Cracked the bleeder open, pumped it up. Perfect. I was done in like 2 minutes. Whatever. They work. So now I just got to get this bolted. I think before I even get that done, I'm just dying to go for a ride. And you see I get my plates on. Yeah, they're covered. There's some of you people out there that know some other people that are just kind of weird. But anyway. But yeah, I'm going to go out and about and around the neighborhood, see how it feels with the body, finally see how it drives with that front rake kit I put in, 6 degrees. I will be strapping you up there on the windshield handle, or the handlebars. Hopefully you can see that mount right between us and the trash can. You guys will be looking forward. I might stop and flip it around, move it around somehow so you can see the body as we're going. I'll figure that out when I'm doing it. And then post that up, get this mounted, and unless something comes up, I played with the idea mounting this on here just for the LED. No, that's just stupid. We're not doing that. Played with the idea of mounting these chrome turn signals up here, as I was going to take that emblem off and mount it below, but I was going to make them just tail lights. I still kind of like the concept, but no, not going to happen. Yes, still have to put all my tools away. Haven't done anything. No, I think I'll leave it, you know, just as is, unless something happens down the road. I don't know. But otherwise, I think maybe one more video of us riding around, whatever adjustments. I think I was telling you about the shock, come to think of it. Spanner wrenches. The shock. There is one guy that's on YouTube that has it right. Clockwise with a clock on a Yamaha V makes the suspension harder. And you can see it if you look up there at the gears. The highest one is harder, number 7. Counterclockwise, going back to 1, is the softest. And I've got it all the way up now. And that's because I don't want to use the bike suspension unless it's really rough. I want to use the trike suspension. One guy has it right. He had an issue holding his phone, he said. He had to hold his phone upright, and it's up and down instead of left and right. He got it right. Everybody else has it ass backwards, and they are wrong. But it's simple to see. Look at your shock. The highest point on the shock, you know, is the harder part. You make it stiffer. The lowest part makes it softer. Depending on what you need, counterclockwise softer, clockwise stiffer. I can't think of his name. Type in V-Star Adjust Shock, you'll find him. You'll find a bunch of others, but he's the only one that got it right. Thank you, whatever your name was. And spanner wrench. Now there is one that comes in the kit. It has a little handle. There's another guy in there who didn't know what it was. Comes in your kit. It's in the toolbox. Looks just like this. It's not quite this cheap. It's probably like 3 times thicker. And then there's what looks like a piece of pipe that's got both ends smashed. And it's round in the middle. Slides over this, and then the other end's what you hold on to. I didn't use that because it was actually a little bit long. I did not take the fender off. I just took the seat off and went right straight down through the seat. So I need these shorter ones. Could have used the stock one and cut it off. I didn't want to cut it, so I didn't. I got 2 of them off eBay for like $4.95. Dave Motorsports. I don't know. They're on eBay. If you need them, you can find them. They're cheap. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Till we go out for a ride tomorrow. Hopefully I don't have no friggin' headache going on. But anyway. And thank you for watching.